G'day folks, welcome to this status report from Ted Race's The Dark Summer, Normandy 1944. This is a game by GMT. It is, for those who haven't seen it before, a mid-weight treatment of the Normandy campaign. It is more oriented towards the game side of the spectrum. It is lighter than Mark Simich's Normandy 44. And it uses a key mechanism, is the chip pull mechanism, where you'll draw an activation counter at the cup, and this is a German counter. They will either choose a combat phase or a movement phase. Combat, they fight. Movement, they move. Now this particular playthrough, I'm at the midway through, kind of at the start of turn 3, still a lot of chits in the cup, and I thought I'd just report on progress because it's interesting to see how things are going. The Allies started off with a very, very good amphibious phase. They opened all the beaches, including the 2 Omaha beaches, by the end of the first wave. Everything was open, and their initial push off the beaches was very, very good. They linked up the beaches, pushed towards Caen very quickly, secured the crossing of the Orne River on the right here, and were rolling very well in combat. Again, this is an attacker-friendly CRT. I talk about this a lot, but they were going very well. Things rolling quite smoothly. But whereas the Allies were having a lot of success in combat, the Germans were getting very lucky with the chip pulls. The Germans, of course, get these reaction markers. So after an Allied turn, the Germans can play these to react with either a single formation, so the 353rd Division, or a single stack. So I could activate this stack, for example. So they can react with that. In addition to that, though, they've gotten very lucky with just the chip pulls. They're getting their move activations right when they need them. So the way this works is typically the Allies will either move or engage in combat. And when they move, they're typically moving up to German forces and they're trying to get in a position where they can engage in combat. They then need to wait for their next combat chit. Now, these are not combined. What I mean by that is there is separate US combat and separate British combat and movement. The two allies are treated separately. So if the Americans are engaging in combat, there's only combat out on the left here. The British Commonwealth are engaging in combat, there's only combat out on the right. So the way this would work is the Americans get their move, they move up next to the German positions, and they hope that they can draw a combat chit early. So they're in a position to attack, and then they draw the combat chit, and they can engage in those combats. Unfortunately, the Germans have been drawing these movement chits very often just after these move chits. So the Americans will draw a move chit, they'll move their forces up, and the Germans will draw a move chit and then just pull back one space. So a key tactic for the Germans in this game is just to withdraw 1 or 2 spaces away. The Germans are in this slow withdrawal. They're trying to buy time, slow the Allied forces down. And yeah, this has been really frustrating the Allies. You can see up on the Cotentin Peninsula up here, they've kind of finally cleared out the defences around Valence and Montaubourg up there. They have moved into the Cherbourg box. These are the forces in the Cherbourg box up here. There was one combat which went very, very badly for the Americans. The British, you can see they're focusing their drive here around Villers-Bocage, which is going steadily, but around Caen you can still see the Germans hold one of those city hexes. So yeah, this is a pretty good German defense. And again, I don't attribute that necessarily to German skill, but German luck of the chit draw. The Americans haven't cut the peninsula yet. They haven't captured Cherbourg yet. And I'll also point out, Germans are doing well despite adverse weather for them. Weather has favoured the Allies. It's been cloudy and showers. And of course, the first turn is showers. So yeah, Allies doing pretty well. All right, folks, that's just a quick report to show you the situation, and I'll report back soon.